Welcome back to another Team Solom Circus live duel. Today we have Albaz, our branded Tearlament on the left, as well as Heroes on the right. We're going to see that Heroes here is going to choose to go first. And before we get in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel, and let's dive in. We're going to see a Fusion Destiny right off the top here, sending a... Looks like that's a Malicious, as well as a Denier here. Going for the DPE. We're going to banish the Malicious to summon out a second Malicious here. We're going to activate the effect of the Denier, summon itself out by returning the Malicious, linking those both away for a Cross Crusader here, activating the effect of Malicious, or activating the effect of Cross Crusader, bringing back the Denier, then activating the effect, grabbing the Dark Angel. I think we all know what this means, Dark Angel lock. Kind of crazy, especially if you're playing a card like branded Tearlaments who really need to. We're going to see DPE effects popping both of the cards to summon that Dark Angel on the opponent's side of the field, allowing the 3 Destiny Heroes in the graveyard here. We're going to see a summon of DPE in the standby phase, as well as a Rivalry. They are completely locked. They can't go. All they can summon is Warriors here. They don't have any Warriors in their extra deck. They don't have any Warriors in their main deck. I guess they do have Kaleido Heart, Rhino Heart, but that won't get you anywhere. Interesting that they're not going to crash it, though. I mean, they can't really crash it, but they're going to set one, and then set another monster, and pass turn. Try not to die, I guess. Very, very powerful lock, especially versus a fusion deck. A spell deck. Imagine this versus a striker. Whew. I guess I could link off into Zeke, so I guess it's not huge, but here we're going to see, Destiny Hero, Malicious, summon Malicious, then we're going to see Ferris, summoning itself out, then getting out the Increase. Increase effect's going to activate, summoning out the Vion. Vion effect's going to be able to search for or send a Elemental Hero, and then, Shadow Mist is going to activate its effect, searching for a Liquid Soldier. Vion does have a second effect, search for a Polymerization. We're going to see Polymerization be activated anyways with a Liquid and the Increase. Summoning out the Sunrise here. We're going to activate the Sunriser effect, searching for that Miracle Fusion. Those Miracle Fusion sleeves look really nice as well. They remind me kind of Ulti. And we're going to see a draw one off that Liquid Soldier there, turning DP in attack position. And here they're going to have to declare if they actually want to stop this lock. Attack twice. Then we're going to activate Mass Change here. He did set the Rhino Heart, summoning out the Dark Claw, activating the effect of the Rhino Heart, summon itself out. And here we're going to see a pop and a pop. I was just going to be game there for Heroes, knowing that there we can see that the Despia, or I think it's heavy branded with a little bit of tier. Like no field spells. I think he said it was budget, but it is what it is. That Dark Angel lock is kind of crazy. This wins games, as we can see right there. You imagine that versus Flanders. No spells. Then all of a sudden you're just locked. They have no Warriors. You can't use anything else against it, right? It is like a kind of like a 2-card combo, and you do have to open Rivalry and go first, but Rivalry is a great card. We're gonna see some shuffling up, I like how Heroes played now. It is a deck that can keep up. Whether or not it's Rivalry or Warlords or Floodgates that are keeping them up, I can't really tell you, but glad it's still able to survive somehow. And here we're going to see, Despia most likely going to go first. Branded Tearlaments, I should say. And it looks like they're going to think here. They're going to start off with a normal summon of a Rhino Heart, activating the effect, sending that Shiren, and then Shiren effects can activate as well, using them to fuse, putting them on the bottom of the deck, going for that Kikalos. Activating the kit effect to search or dump. A lot of players forget that it can dump, especially under Duel. I'm going to search for a Merly here, part of that combo, activating the effect of kit, summoning itself out as well as a Merly, and then milling 8 cards. We're going to see Albaz, a Merly, a 2 branded fusions, a branded in red, as well as the Foolish and the Call By. Grant the effect of Sulik, adding that Chiron, and then we're going to see the Merly here is Chainlink 1, going to fusion summon using both Merlys and the that's actually not legal. You need Kaleido Heart for that. 2 Merlys in a kit cannot use that as material here. But we're gonna see a set and a pass. Unfortunately, nobody caught that, but that's okay. I'm gonna see a Rhino Heart, Rhoda search for a Stratos here. Normal summoning Stratos, activating the effect, chaining the Havness here. We're gonna see a 2 DD Crows and a there can only be 1. DD Crow versus Hero. Maybe for that DPE or for the Malicious. Gonna activate the Varus effect, sending the Vion, summon itself out, setting that increase. And here it's going to activate the effect, attributing it off to summon out the Vion here with that increase there. Vion effect's going to be able to activate, sending that Malicious. Malicious is a crazy card. At 2, so it can use itself. We're going to see a Vion banishing a Vion, search for a Polymerization. Forgot that increases on the field there. Little misplays, it's okay. Was corrected, unlike that Kaleido Heart. Kind of unfortunate there that was not caught. That card is also very crazy. I see a Link 2 away right here for a Dread Dressimator. Or that's not Dread Dressimator, that's Cross Crusader. And then we're going to see it affect, summon back the Mali. Then we're going to be able to search for the Denier here. And then we're going to use Mali effect, summon with the Mali. Going second, I don't think that Evil Angel is in anymore, but we're going to activate Polymerization here using the Denier and the Malicious for a hard summoned MBT signed Destiny Enforcer. Here I look through in the graveyards, we do see a Rivalry in the hands of the Hero player. Very, very good card. Is that a 3rd DD Crow right there or no? Cross Trader here is going to enter battle phase. And we're going to see a branded in red still. Summoning that, adding that Albaz back to hand. Are we going to see a Chimera? Yes, we are. We're seeing a Chimera pop 1, draw 2 here. And Tragedy effect as well as Chainlink 2. DPE is Chainlink 3. Itself and the Kakalos here, or the Kaleido Heart. We're going to see, Chainlink Resolve. We're going to see Tragedy search for that Aluber. Then we're going to see Chimera draw 2 and then pop the Ferris. Super Poly as well, going crazy, discarding that Polymerization and using 2 darks, a Hero and a dark. Reading the increase there. I don't think it triggers. Maybe checking if there's any restrictions. Summoning out the evil hero, or the I'm not even going to attempt to say this name. It's the one that goes, he needs a hero and a dark monster. Part of the reason why you play the Super Polys now is you can go into the Escarado and as well as the Light, and I believe the Water. Use the effects, summoning back that Super Poly here, because it was destroyed off the, was sent off effects. Here it just looks like we're just calculating the effects and what we can do here, and it might be a scoop maybe for our hero. Can activate Miracle Fusion actually, banishing the Cross Shader as well as the Heaper to go for that, Sunrise and a pass turn. We're going to see DP come back here in the standby phase and activating that Rivalry right away, forcing them to send some cards to the graveyard here. Sending one of them. Which is it going to be? They are... One is a plant monster and the other one is a fiend. Looks like we're just thinking here which ones we are going to send. Are they not catching this? Or we're going to activate the effect chaining, it's going to chain itself on the Rivalry. Just put that token and then it's going to send it to the graveyard here. It's not going to be negated though. And there are no other fiends in the deck, so it's going to be quite interesting there. Branded Opening is... I guess there is a fiend in the extra deck. We're going to see Branded Opening. Discarding a Shire in here. Adding the Ad Libitum. And, yeah, we see some cutting here. DPE is going to be crazy. All the extra deck monsters, I believe, are fiends. We're going to see a normal summon with Albaz. Tier monsters, being able to send it and pop a card with that Kaleido is kind of insane, to be honest. And we're just pausing here. A question was being asked. So we're just going to chill out here. I just got to read the effect of Kaleido Heart. If this card is special an orphan, Aqua monster to your graveyard by card effects on the field, it pops the effect. That makes sense there. Here we're going to see, increase, put back on the field by dealing direct damage. See a banish to summon it out of another, searching for it. I guess they can't. They already have Mali banished. Activate the Denier effect. Denier is going to target the banished Mali, putting it back, banishing the Mali, special summoning itself. Remembering about DPE, but unfortunately DPE is a mandatory effect, so you can't just forget about it. If it's activated effect, it comes back out. It's part of the game state. I see it branded in red here. And it looks like we're going to think and chain. Adding back the Albaz, it's going to go through. We're going to banish to summon out a Lubellion here. Lubellion effect is going to send a Shire in here as cost. And then we're going to fuse with Ad Libitum as well as itself. Then Ad Libitum is going to be able to special summon back the Dragospelia, as well as that Mirror Jade is going to be summoned back out. We're going to see a normal summon of a Stratos here. activating the effects, getting the plasma. There's no way plasma is going to be summoned here, and they have to respond with a mirror jade or something, because the moment that plasma hits that field, it's going to be a rough time. We're going to see plasma be summoned here, and then having to read plasma. Negate all effects while your opponent controls them. They're going to activate and chain with the ad libitum here, or not the ad libitum, the mirror jade. But we're going to chain the mirror jade, you know, make it to steal. Trying to get that, you know, that Aluber to or not Aluber, the Albion to do something in the graveyard at the end of the turn. You're going to see a battle phase, you know, crashing into that Dragospelia. You're going to see DPE attack into the heart, the Kaleido Heart. A lot of life points lost. Because people forget about that DPE effect, but when it's in a hero deck, you know, your monsters don't just lose 400. They lose a lot of attack. During the end phase, we're going to see Brain Infusion being added back. But I don't think it's going to make quite a difference because, you know, we do see there can only be one. But activated Brain Infusion here, it's going to be able to send, but the effects aren't going to be able to resolve. Can't even go for Snow now, so we send a Veiler as well as the... Is that an Ulti Albaz? Sheesh, David. You're going to see an Albion summoned here. Can't activate its effects. We're going to set one and pass. We're going to activate the effect of the plasma here. We're going to chain the there can only be one, chaining the DPE, and that's going to be game. So we see Hero here. They did cut off the video kind of short, but you know, you're going to see a black screen. We saw Hero here, you know, winning 2-0 against Brandon Despia Tearlaments. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.